this morning, with the greatest ice accumulation expected along the southwestern mountains and portions of our Blue Ridge Escarpment. Freezing rain across portions of eastern North Carolina is expected to change over to rain throughout the day today. While we may see some lulls in precipitation through the day for some locations of the state, a final round is expected to push across the state Sunday evening and overnight. The greatest impact Sunday will continue to be from ice accumulations, where a quarter to half an inch of elevated flat ice accrual remains possible across portions of the mountains, our foothills, and into the Piedmont. Dangerously cold temperatures are forecast through next week, with low temperatures dipping into the single digits to near zero Monday night and into the teens and 20s through the remainder of this week. As the governor said yesterday, the White House approved his request for an emergency declaration. This allows for direct federal assistance to support emergency response, life-saving support, should the state require that level of assistance. There are 55 county emergency operations center activated across the impacted area today, with 72 local states of emergency in place. The state emergency response team remains postured to support our local communities, both in commodity distribution or in supporting local public safety response. As the governor said, in addition to the work that the power companies have done, we have base camps across the state for Duke Energy to surge restoration crews into impacted areas, along with mutual aid crews from both our electric co-ops and our partners in the electricities. To reinforce some personal preparedness information, as the governor stated, many communities across the state have opened shelters and warming centers for those who cannot stay at home. You can find that updated information, what's available in your community, by visiting your local government or local emergency management website and social media feeds. Additionally, for winter storm information and important links, please visit readync.gov/winterstorm 2026. And finally, as a reminder, roadway conditions have deteriorated since last night. They will continue throughout the day today and into the evening. The safest thing remains to stay at home and let our first responders, the State Highway Patrol, and the NCDOT the ability to work safely. Thank you, Governor.
Well, Secretary Johnson.
Thank you, Governor. Director Ray. Yes, I want to reiterate, we appreciate everybody's cooperation. It was great to come into the State Transportation Operations Center this morning and see almost no cars on the road other than plows and other DOT equipment they're working to clear the road and spread salt and sand across the state. This is a widespread storm with many roads have been impacted and are dangerous to travel on. We've got 2,500 employees working in storm response right now. They've already spread 32,000 tons of salt. I'm sure that number's changed since I walked in here, and it will continue to grow throughout the day. They've also already put in additional 800,000 gallons of brine on the roads. We've got 1,300 trucks in operation, along with almost 1,000 contractors. So we're working hard to treat. Today we focus largely on the interstates and major U.S. routes and 4-lane highways. The secondary routes will take some time. With lingering cold temperatures, it may be days before some of those secondary routes become passable. So I encourage everybody to use extreme caution before they venture out. And also check driveandc.com for the latest road conditions. The ferries, most of the ferries are operational. None of them are impacted by storm. There were some closures this morning due to fog. All rail travel has been canceled. So again, we encourage people to stay at home, stay off the roads, and allow our folks to do their best that they can to clear these interstates and other roads.
Thank you, Secretary. At this point, we're happy to take questions. If you have a question, please signify by the raise hand function.
We're not seeing anybody. Oh, no, sorry. Dawn, please go ahead and ask your question. Dawn, you need to unmute yourself to ask your question, please. Dawn Vaughn. Adam Wagner, please go ahead and ask your question. Dawn will return to you.
Does he need to be unmuted as well as unmute himself?
He's been unmuted on our end, sir. Not sure why it's not working.
Is the type function working? Somebody put a question in the chat. You could read it to us.
Working on that, sir. 1 second, please.
Apologize for the technical glitch. We cannot blame it on the storm, I don't think.
Sorry, sir. We're having difficulties. We can't seem to do that. Reporters on the line, if you could please email NCEMPIO, we will get your answers as quickly as possible.
Thank you all for tuning in. Please stay home, stay safe, stay warm. Thank you.